Yo, yo, what's up? Oh man, this one's gonna be fun. This one, man, is gonna be fun. C-Fats, Alfredo. Hey, what's up? Matt. Joe, William, Don, Day Juan, Echo. Guys, this I'm about to show you, man, is cool. All right. Let's give her a minute. Get some of you in here. Hope everyone's having a awesome day. Okay. Carla, what's up? Dwayne, Reina, Christian. Okay, so in this video, I'm going to talk about, I'm going to talk about the cycle, but I'm going to talk about the correlation between some of the meme coin. Well, not really some, man. I'm going to talk about one in particular. Obviously, you see it in the thumbnail. Pepe, and why that is relevant to AMC. So you're gonna have to bear with me because I am gonna talk about crypto, and I know that a lot of you might not be super familiar with crypto in general, but I think this one's gonna be fun and interesting. Okay, so Pepe is the newest member of, in my opinion, it is going to be the newest member of the two meme coins that are out there right now, which is Doge and Shiba, right? The reason I believe this is, well, you have to check a couple of things off when it comes to memes. Pepe, that, like the frog meme, is just from like a psychological perspective. This is going to be a well-respected meme in my opinion because of the kind of attention is getting now and has gotten before in the past. Now, this is the chart that we're dealing with right now. This is the Pepe chart, and this might scare a few of you. Right now, this is up from the bottom. Obviously, you'd have to be one of the pioneers, right? One of the first ones, 34,000%. Now, the reason why I don't think this is over yet is for one reason, guys, the market cap. The market cap right now is sitting at $450 million. So, for reference, Shiba, when it peaked at like 34 billion. Okay, so that's like 60 times the current market cap that this is trading at. Okay, just before I go any further, I'm just going to say this is not financial advice. This is just my perspective here in the markets using cycle analysis, and I hope that it opens up your perspectives in the way that you view the markets. So we're going to talk about the cycle correlation here. We're going to start off with another meme, which is Shiba, and then I'm going to get to why I think this is relevant for AMC. So, let's go back here, bro. No, I'm not recommending anything, dude. I'm not recommending anybody buys or sells or does anything with this. I'm going to show you something similar, okay? So this is Shiba down here, and look at the dates, man. The dates are pretty freaking awesome because they're the same. Okay, this happened in 2021. This is Shiba down here, April 16th. We started to see that gain some traction, and then it rallied, peaked right around the 20th. stayed flat for a little bit, and then started to rally back in May. This is 2021, okay? Down or back up here with Pepe, this is 2023. So 2 years later, this thing starts getting traction around the 16th. Okay, and then it peaks the 20th, trades sideways for a little bit, and then what's happening now? It's starting to climb back up. Okay, so again, I know this number is a crazy number, but we're taking this from where it was barely accessible to for anyone to trade. You had to be for you to be a millionaire right now with like $20 down here, you had to be on well, this is Uniswap, so you have to be literally one of the first ones to get in. At this point, guys, the market cap is dollars, right? You start to get into the millions when this thing starts to get that traction. But because this thing, I believe, still has juice to go, is because it's not on major exchanges. Okay, so this thing is not trading on Coinbase. It's not trading on Webull. It's not trading on Robinhood. All of these things matter in the end. Right now, it's trading on these no-name, brokers, exchanges. Okay, so the correlation between the two guys, remember, back here, this thing rallied, got to that $9 billion market cap here in May. And then it fell, traded sideways, and right here, it hit $34 billion. Okay, so that's 60x from where it's trading at right now. Why is this relevant for AMC? Actually, I shouldn't have done that. I'm going to show you why it's relevant, dude. And I'm going to go over AMC as well, guys. Okay, so we got April. Let's come in here. Going into May. Okay, 12, 16, right around there. Okay, so what happened when, and this is back here, right? Because we're not there yet. See how it's popping right now, dude? Okay, it just hit, it hit this bottom. Right now it's at a double bottom, and it just crossed resistance on the way up. This thing, there's a lot of volatility right now, okay? But the same market cap that Shiba had in October, okay, going to those billions, this thing wouldn't even come close to where it's currently at. It's not on the major exchanges yet, so that's why we're not going to see that. But when it does, and if it does reach those major exchanges, then I think it has the opportunity to get up there. Okay, so this is a correlation. Coming back to it, I keep going off. But right here on May 6th, we started to see Shiba go up. Okay, peaked at that $9 billion market cap, and then what happened? It dumped. So it dumped on May 12th. We had a massive dump. And then what happened after that? AMC started to rally on May 13th. So a day after that, we started to see AMC go up. And it went up quite a bit. This was the little projector we had prior to the June run-up. So that's about a 50% run-up. Okay, and then, the rest is history. So this is not to say that we're going to have a squeeze in the short term and that things are going to do the same thing. I pull up these correlations, guys, for many reasons. This gives the opportunity to mainly actually Pepe in this case, because we're looking at two correlations that happened in the past. This is historical data, and we're applying that to the current time. This doesn't necessarily mean anything for AMC because AMC already did this, right? Shiba's not doing the same thing. So we can't really use it in that way. But what it does tell us is that if a meme coin, or if a coin like Pepe is going to pop in a similar fashion, then what is this specifically going to be used for as far as liquidity goes? Because with these bigger meme coins, guys, you have to remember these guys that are, putting these in play, they don't want retail to win, right? That's why these go to like Robinhood and then Coinbase in the end. Those are the bigger exchanges. And that's when, retail really gets screwed, because that's when they pump it and then they dump it again, right? So really the correlation here and why this is important is that we may see an opportunity, because it does line up with these points of interest that we keep seeing. Like, being that it is May 1st, we come back here. Okay, right around the 1st here, you can see that it pops again, and then it takes about a week for it to keep going. So again, I'm not saying anybody should do anything right now. I'm not telling anybody to buy or sell. But even if this were to come down and trade it sideways for a little bit, I still believe it has ways to go. And if it repeats the same way, there's a lot of potential here for this meme coin. Okay, Pepe. Now, if things come back the same way, come down the same way, and we start to see a similar sort of pattern play out, not only with AMC, but the entire crypto market, well, then this is good for AMC, right? Because now we're seeing some correlation between all of the meme cryptos, all of the meme stocks, and that's just going to make this greater chance that things do pan out that way. So let's come back here with AMC. Let's talk about AMC for a little bit. Okay, so here is the cycle. All right, and you guys already know the drill. We pay attention to that little window that's in the beginning of the cycle. And why I believe we're there in some of these other sectors, like the crypto space, Pepe is doing the same thing, because it lines up with what we're looking at now, right? The point of interest here would be going into June, which is the same thing that we're looking at back here. If we're in May, then we're replaying what happened in this cycle. Again, I'm going to make it clear, and I'm going to keep saying this. This doesn't mean that AMC is repeating the same cycle back here. This is just for Pepe's purpose, for the potential that Pepe still has, if we consider Shiba being a close crypto to reference off of this, right? Because even Shiba, before it ran up, it had very similar qualities to Doge. So all of these go between each other. They all have similar patterns, similar fib levels they hit in the end, similar percentage levels even that they hit in the end. Because if it's ran by these institutions, I mean, look at this, dude. It's freaking popping right now. Then it's, these guys are going to keep doing that shit, bro. They're going to keep doing it. Anyways, this is my video here for that. Just want to cover the memes, but I am going to talk about AMC a little bit more and the technicals and stuff like that. Get like sidetracked sometimes, man, with some of these things, like just freaking finding some of these similar patterns and stuff, and it's just like crazy, bro. I'm just gonna take this and use it later, dude. I'm gonna take this right here and just use it later. Okay, so AMC was up 3% today. I have an alert set here for a double top formation. The only thing I see right now, I know that there's a lot of FUD out there. I posted something, guys, like the institutions are gonna do this. That we've seen this before multiple times, like the whole Robinhood thing. Like, yeah, they're gonna come out with this like bullshit catalyst and try and create some FUD so that in the end people start selling, they miss out and stuff like that. I mean, that's their goal, right? That's their goal. But it's just this keeps happening over and over and over again, so it's nothing new. I personally have not much to say about that because we don't really pay attention to like catalysts and fundamentals and stuff like that when it comes to the cycle. If things pan out the way they do, it's normally because, well, the algorithm is calling for those moves. So here, being that it is a double top setup, if we cross this tomorrow, the level I'm tracking, this is just basic like TA. Okay, but the level I've been tracking right now is going to be that 650 for a potential pullback if we fully cross and have no rejection. So no, like if there's resistance here, then we might see that double top, basically like a failed cup, little failed cup, and in the next few weeks we might see it climb back up to that range. But right now it's looking like we're going to get a continuation. I think that the markets are showing us that, even though the markets are trailing kind of sideways back and forth, AMC's holding strong, and it has been. So I think it's going to continue to do that, being that it is at these levels and showing us a promising move here. Now, it is earnings, so volatility is going to go up a little bit. I think that we are going to get some of those contracts spiked up in the IV, so they're going to be a little bit more expensive. I'm not going to look at things the same way with like GameStop or anything. I know we had previously projected a move on GameStop. So prior to the GameStop earnings, we did project a move, and it hit that level of resistance. It's that sort of thing I'm not going to look at because I don't think that with earnings, guys, it really is it's not even a 50-50. They can completely crush the contracts like most of the time they do that. And that's not to say that AMC can't keep going up, but most of the time they do crush the contracts for earnings. So I'm personally not a big fan of playing AMC on earnings, but to each their own. So these are the levels I'm tracking as far as the cycle goes, and it's showing us. I live to this, man. By I even said this the other day. Somebody commented. They wanted a little bit more information on how these windows work, these POI windows. And I don't like putting my faith on potential rallies within the cycle because there's no correlation. There's no strong correlation that we've had one in the past. All of them have happened in the beginning, and it's that 13-day window. And, I'm going to continue to do that because there's a high correlation with that. So as soon as things break and start tracking something else, then, I'm going to look at things a little bit differently. But this has been working for me and everybody else here. So I'm going to keep doing that, right? So the only other thing that I would say for like that we are in between currently in the cycle here is like if we start going up to this range here, I mean that's only going to be about a 15, maybe like a 15 or 20%. Yeah, like a 20% push. That's valid. The POIs have to be, and you're going to see this with volume, but POIs have to be a little bit greater than the 100% move for them to be valid. If not, then they're not. That's how all of them work. The 5 we've had, and something like this is not impossible, but it is hard to see. So I think anywhere in between. Okay, I've said this before, but even going into the 7, that is also something I would consider. But anything above that, and it does make it a little bit hard when using the cycle to get these moves. Okay. Let's see. Bro, look at Pepe right now. Look at Pepe going up. I was recording some videos earlier, and I was like, dude, I started recording it literally down here, dude. And this thing, from the time I started recording this, is already up 40%. This is crazy, man. I'm telling you, dude. I don't think this is done. I don't think it's done. I think it's going to keep going. Pepe started trading 16 days ago. There's a new AMC. Really? AMC on Uniswap? I haven't seen it. Are you sure, man? Also, don't get fooled, guys, with, there's a lot of things on the internet where they start talking about like other coins and stuff. We didn't see that with Doge, and we didn't see that with Shiba, man. It was one coin that kind of was hidden there. It started to get some traction, and then they would pump it, they dumped it, and then it would keep going up. But you normally don't see, like, as far as the coins go, you normally don't see more than one at a time rally. Not talking about stocks here. I'm talking about coins. So I think if there's going to be one that's going to complete the rally and join the what would be a trio now, which is going to be Shiba, Doge, and then Pepe, I think it would be Pepe. I don't see another coin topping this just because of the way the chart looks right now. And if it was going to be rejected, man, it would have done it down here. Okay? It would have done it down here. If it was going to be a pump and dump, it would happen down here. Let's see. I'm going to pull up this other chart down here, and we're going to bring it back to the same time, like right around the same time. Okay. So where I think Pepe is currently at right now, I think Pepe is currently at right here. Because going into May, Shiba went into the $1 billion market cap very quickly. I think it hit like $3 billion, and then it got rejected. Pepe's only at 500 right now, 500 market cap. So that would be maybe about 4x before it takes a breather. And if it does that, if it does it the same way, then it would come back down. It would do something like this. Try and get 4x from where it's currently at. That'd be 400%. No, 4x is 300%. Right? I forget how the percentage. You can't include the first. I'm pretty sure it's 300, but prove me wrong if I am. So something like this, man, going up to that 25 level and then being rejected here. Trade sideways for a bit. I think that would be ideal. Let me see, man. Discord. You posted something? Oh, it's yeah, that's a pump and dump, man. What is that? AMC slash USD. It's on Uniswap. Interesting. I'll have to look into that, dude. I don't see it on TradingView though. I don't see it on here. So it must be on Uniswap, their platform. So it might be a little bit different there because they do have some things that TradingView does not hold, or doesn't have in their catalog. But yeah, I would look into that, man. I'm not. There's always going to be some coins that do come up too, and they're just a lot of the times they're just scams. Mullen. Yeah, Mullen is one that we're currently tracking right now. I'm actually currently in Mullen, and my little average is 70 .075. It's right here. 0.045. I'm sorry. 0.045. Okay, and it's currently coming down now. The levels that I had talked about for a reversal, I've been waiting for Mullen and Bed Bath & Beyond for the longest time. And all of these guys, we've been calling for the 6 cent range ever since it started to dump, because that's how these are normally treated. Once you come into the dollar range, they become extremely risky stocks to trade. And these guys have, they had the opportunity to bring it all the way down there. This is where you start to see these 100% plays come back, up and down, up and down. As far as like a massive reversal here on that, I can't say anything for that, but because the stock gets extremely like diluted down here, especially if they do a reverse stock split, that's never good. So that's really all I have to say, man. I've been tracking the $6 range, and we started to get that bounce right there. The same thing with Bed Bath & Beyond. I think Bed Bath & Beyond, even though for Bed Bath & Beyond right now, we're just kind of riding this wave down. You can see the same thing. It's already at the 10 cent range. So it might have a couple more before it gets to the levels that I'm talking about, but it can go up here 100%, come back down, do the same thing. I don't see Bed Bath & Beyond going lower than than going into the 6 cent range is already pushing it because of the amount of volume that is involved with Bed Bath & Beyond. There's more volume traded on. I mean, this is like considered more of a meme than Mullen. It's treated more of as a meme because it's in the meme basket. Also, this is where like you might want to look at fundamentals a little bit. The reason why this was able to even come down here in the first place is because, well, they're basically like bankrupt, right? So that's where like you kind of do have to look at that a little bit because it gives them a greater opportunity to push this thing all the way down. For everything else though, like AMC and stuff like that, we're not there. We're not at that point. And so there's no reason why things should happen that way. And I'm happy, man. I'm happy that AMC is not trading in the dollar range, because then I think we would run into something like this. It would just make it a lot harder, and then really just let a bunch of people down if things do come down to that range. But we're not there, so there's no reason to talk about that, right? Yeah, DYD or IDEX was another one that we talked about. That one I got in a little too early. Okay, I personally got in at the 5 right here. And this one did come down lower. I mean, like, but you don't really see this happen that much. Right around this range is where they start to pump all these. We've seen more of a correlation with that. So they were successful in bringing this all the way down to the 2 cent range. And yeah, man, at this point, this thing is popping. It's doing pretty good. I want to see it hold. I want to see it continue and then maybe hit the 8 cent level first before doing anything. But yeah, right now I'm pretty neutral with it because I got in right here and yeah, took a bit of a loss first and then boom, popped back up. See, AMC right now, even after hours, hasn't been doing much. We're getting so close, dude. We're getting so close to resistance. Okay. So, guys, the purpose of this stream, I mean, I was recording the video. I felt like it would be better if I just went live and also answered some things with AMC, but I don't want to make it a long stream or anything. This was just so I could cover the correlation with the memes and what's happening with Pepe, and those opportunities. We'll come back and we'll check on that and see how it went. But like I said, well, I'm going to keep this up. So if you want to go back and look at that, take a look and let me know what you guys think. But I'll leave it there tonight. I hope everybody has a great night, and I'll see you on the next stream. All right. Bye-bye.